Hi friends, this is Bani and welcome to my channel. Friends, we often say very good, very bad, very tasty. Is there anything else that can be said instead of saying very? Yes, there are some advanced words that can be said instead of saying very. আর আজকে আমি ওইসব ওয়ার্ডস নিয়ে চলে এসেছি যেগুলোকে আমরা ভেরির পরিবর্তে ব্যবহার করতে পারি। And using those words, we can make a smart conversation. And along with that, I will teach you how to use these words in sentence. So don't go anywhere, stay with me till the end of the video. The first one is very busy. She was very busy. I'm very busy. Don't say like that. Instead of saying very busy, we can say swamped. Swamped. কাল আমি খুব ব্যস্ত ছিলাম তাই তোমার সাথে কথা বলতে পারিনি I was swamped yesterday so I couldn't talk to you I was swamped yesterday so I couldn't talk to you. Let's see the next one. The next one is very tired. That means খুব ক্লান্ত. Instead of saying very tired we can say exhausted. Exhausted. Let's see an example with exhausted. আমি এখন খুব ক্লান্ত আমি আর পড়তে পারছি না I'm exhausted now. I can't study any longer. I'm exhausted now. I can't study any longer. পরেরটা হলো very happy. খুব আনন্দিত. Don't say very happy. Say delighted. Delighted. আজ আমি তোমার সাথে দেখা করে খুব আনন্দিত. I'm delighted to meet you today. I'm delighted to meet you today. And the next one is very shy. That means খুব লাজুক. We can say timid instead of saying very shy. Timid means ভিরু, ভীতু আর খুব লাজুক। ভীতু ছাত্রটি বা লাজুক ছাত্রটি ক্লাসে প্রশ্ন করতে ইতস্তত বোধ করত। The timid student hesitated to ask question in the class. The timid student hesitated to ask question in the class. পরেরটা হলো very valuable. That means খুব মূল্যবান. We can say precious instead of saying very valuable. Let's see an example with precious. জীবনের প্রতিটি মুহূর্ত খুব মূল্যবান. Every moment of life is precious. Every moment of life is precious. And the next one is very loose. That means খুব ঢিলা. Instead of saying very loose, we can say slack. Slack. Let's see an example. হাঁটতে যাবার আগে তোমার ঢিলা ফিতাগুলো ঠিক করা দরকার. You need to fix this slack laces before you go for a walk. You need to fix this slack laces before you go for a walk. And the next one is very lazy. Don't say very lazy. Say indolent. Indolent. খুব অলস very lazy না বলে আমরা indolent এটা বলতে পারি। এবার চলো দেখি একটা সেন্টেন্সে আমরা ইনডোলেন্টকে কি করে ইউজ করছি। অলস কর্মচারীরা একটা কোম্পানির অগ্রগতিতে বাধা হতে পারে। Indolent employees can be hindrance to a company's progress. Indolent employees can be hindrance to a company's progress. And the next one is very fancy. That means খুব শৌখিন. Don't say very fancy. Say lavish. Lavish. How to use this word in sentence? Let's say. গাড়িটা তার জন্মদিনের জন্য একটা শৌখিন উপহার ছিল। The car was a lavish gift for her birthday. The car was a lavish gift for her birthday. পরেরটা হলো very lonely. That means খুব একাকী. Don't say very lonely. Say isolated. Isolated. Let's see how to use this word in sentence. নতুন শহরটাতে সে একাকী অনুভব করত যেখানে সে কাউকেই চিনত না। She felt isolated in the new city where she knew no one. She felt isolated in the new city where she knew no one. I think these words are really easy to use instead of using very, very, very. Let's see the next one. And the next one is very quiet. That means খুব শান্ত বা নিস্তব্ধ. Don't say very quiet. Say hushed. Hushed. গভীর রাতে শহরের রাস্তাগুলো নিস্তব্ধ হয়ে যায়. The city streets are hushed during the late night. The city streets are hushed during the late night. And the next one is very noisy. Don't say very noisy. Say deafening, deafening. That means কানে তালা লাগাবার মতো। এবার চলো দেখি বাক্যে আমরা এই ওয়ার্ডটাকে কি করে ব্যবহার করছি। জনতার গর্জন কানে তালা লাগাবার মতো ছিল। The roar of the crowd was deafening. The roar of the crowd was deafening. Very clean. That means খুব পরিষ্কার। Don't say very clean. Say spotless. Spotless. হাসপাতালটি রোগীর নিরাপত্তার জন্য খুব পরিষ্কার পরিবেশ বজায় রাখে। The hospital maintains a spotless environment for the patient's safety. The hospital maintains a spotless environment for the patient's safety. পরেরটা হলো very frightening. That means খুব ভয়ঙ্কর. Don't say very frightening. Say terrifying. Terrifying. ভূতের সিনেমাটা একেবারে ভয়ঙ্কর ছিল। The horror movie was absolutely terrifying. The horror movie was absolutely terrifying. And the next one is very cute, very lovely. অর্থাৎ খুব সুন্দর। Instead of saying very lovely, very cute, we can say adorable, adorable. বাচ্চার ছোট ছোট জুতোগুলো খুব সুন্দর হয়। The baby's tiny sneakers are adorable. The baby's tiny sneakers are adorable. Very talented. That means খুব মেধাবী বা প্রতিভাবান। We can use gifted instead of saying very talented. Let's see an example. বাচ্চাটি গণিতে মেধাবী. The child is gifted in math. The child is gifted in math. Very poor. That means খুব গরিব. Instead of saying very poor, we can use destitute. Destitute. That means নিঃস্ব, খুব গরিব। অর্থনৈতিক বিপর্যয়ের পরে অনেক পরিবার নিঃস্ব হয়ে গিয়েছিল। Many families became destitute after the economic collapse. Many families became destitute after the economic collapse. And the next one is very rich. That means খুব ধনী. Instead of saying very rich, we can say affluent. Affluent. Let's see an example. ধনী লোকেরা সমস্ত বিলাসিতা ভোগ করেন। The affluent people enjoy all the luxuries. The affluent people enjoy all the luxuries. And the next one, very kind. That means খুব দয়ালু. We can say compassionate. Compassionate. That means সহানুভূতিশীল, খুব দয়ালু। Let's see an example. সহানুভূতিশীল লোকেরা বা খুব দয়ালু লোকেরা সব সময় সাহায্যের হাত বাড়িয়ে দেয়। Compassionate people always extend a helping hand. Compassionate people always extend a helping hand. And the next one, very tasty. That means খুব সুস্বাদু. Don't say very tasty always. Say delicious. Delicious. For example, আমার মা খুব সুস্বাদু খাবার রান্না করে। My mom cooks delicious food. My mom cooks delicious food. And the next one is very bad. That means খুব খারাপ. Don't say very bad. Say awful. Awful. Example, আমি কাল রাতে একটা খুব খারাপ স্বপ্ন দেখেছিলাম। I had an awful nightmare last night. I had an awful nightmare last night. Nightmare means খারাপ স্বপ্ন. Let's see the next one. Next one is very angry, খুব রাগী. Don't say that. Say furious. Furious. Let's see an example with this word. তার ক্ষিপ্ত প্রতিক্রিয়া সবাইকে অবাক করে দিয়েছিল। Her furious reaction surprised everyone. Her furious reaction surprised everyone. Let's see the next one. And the next one is very excited. That means খুব উত্তেজিত. We can use thrilled instead of saying very excited. For example, আমি পুরস্কারটা পেয়ে খুব উত্তেজিত হয়ে গিয়েছিলাম। I was thrilled to receive the award. I was thrilled to receive the award. And the next one is very special. That means খুব বিশেষ বা অনন্য. We can say unique. Unique instead of saying very special. For example, গাড়িটির ডিজাইন সত্যিই অনন্য. The car's design is really unique. The car's design is really unique. পরেরটা হলো very upset. That means খুব বিচলিত. We can say distraught instead of saying very upset. Let's see an example with this word. তাকে সম্পূর্ণভাবে বিচলিত লাগছিল যখন সে খবরটা শুনেছিল। She looked completely distraught when she heard the news. She looked completely distraught when she heard the news. Next one is very dirty. খুব নোংরা. We can use filthy instead of saying very dirty. For example, রান্নাঘরটা একেবারে নোংরা ছিল. The kitchen was absolutely filthy. The kitchen was absolutely filthy. And the next one is very fat. খুব মোটা. We can use obese instead of saying very fat. For example, মোটা ব্যক্তিরা অনেক সমস্যার সম্মুখীন হয়. Obese individuals face some health problems. Obese individuals face some health problems. So these are the 25 advanced words that we can use instead of saying very. So please note down these words and make sentences with these words and use them. ভিডিওটা ভালো লাগলে প্লিজ লাইক করে দিও আর বন্ধুদেরকে শেয়ার করো যারা ইংরেজি শিখছে। So this is all about today. I will be back with another video. Till then, take care. Thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.